All right, so now that we have factoring trinomials, differences, squares, and cubes, let's do a whole bunch of practice questions. What if I ask you to do that? Again, have for my as only column and factor the denominators. So the first denominator is difference of squares, x squared minus 4 squared. So x minus 4, x plus 4 are the factors of that. The second one is a trinomial. X squared times 4 is 4x squared. Two numbers multiplying to give you 4, add to give you -5. So -4 and -1. And then you know how to solve it. So once you have the factors, rewrite it and then make what? Good. Common denominator, which is least common multiple. So least common multiple of the denominator will be x minus 4, x plus 4, x minus 1. So we need x minus 1 factor here, and we need x plus 4 factor here. Multiply term by term out. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times -1 is -3x. -2 times x is -2x. -2 times -1 is +2. 2x squared times x is 2x squared. 2x times 4 is 8x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. And now what? Add like terms, right? 3x squared. So this is 3x squared. -3x minus 2x will give me -5x. And this will be a +2. Here we're going to have 2x squared plus 8x and 3x will give me 11x plus 12. So remember there's like a little -1 out here, so distribute all the way in and then add like terms. So 3x squared minus 2x squared will give me the x squared. We have -5x and -11x will give me -16x. And +2 minus 12 will give me the -10. That's how I get this. Are we done now? Before we were leaving questions like that and we were done. Except now, look at this x squared minus 16x minus 10. So if you have this numerator, you have to factor more and see if you can reduce. In this case, two numbers multiplying to give you -10, adding to give you -16 does not work, so you're done. This is it. Try this problem on your own. Pause the video here. Assuming you've come back. So first, second, and third denominators. First denominator does not factor because no two numbers multiply to give you 16, add to give you 4. 1, 16, 2 and 8, 4 and 4. So nothing works. What about here? X cubed minus 64, difference of cubes, so we can factor that using our formulas from before. X minus 4 cannot factor. So once we have the factors, we can rewrite that. Now once we have written it, we need to make what? Common denominator, which means finding least common multiple. So here we have x squared plus 4x plus 16. We are missing x minus 4. So let's write the x minus 4 here and here. Here we have both terms, and here we are missing x squared plus 4x plus 16. All right, so then distributive property to multiply the numerators. To -2x times x is -2x squared. -2x times -4 is +8x. 1 times x is x. 1 times -4 is -4. This term, nothing to do, we can leave. 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times 16 is 32. Now add like terms. So -2x squared plus 5x squared, which will add up to 3x squared. 8x plus x plus 3x will give us 12x. -4 plus 4, which will give us 0. And then we still have -2x squared plus 8x plus 32. Now we want to combine like terms here. Remember, this negative sign really means there's a -1 out here. Distribute -1 all the way across, and you'll end up with 3x squared plus 12x minus 2x squared minus 8x minus 32. Again, add like terms. 3x squared minus 2x squared, which will give us x squared, 12x minus 8x, which will give us plus 4x, and then a minus 32. Now what? Pause the video here and see if you can factor x squared plus 4x minus 32 on your own. Assuming you have done that, let's review. So our numerator, which is x squared plus 4x minus 32. 1 times negative 32, so negative 32x squared. Two numbers multiply to give you negative 32, so 8 times negative 4. Add to give you positive 4. So we're going to split the 4x as plus 8x minus 4x. Factor out the x. Factor out the negative 4. And so these are your factors. Replace these factors, x minus 4x plus 8, for this numerator here. And so now we have, these are our factors in the numerator. These are our factors in the denominator. Now remember, we did equivalent fractions. So if this fraction is to be reduced and write in simplest terms, you have to do what? You have to divide out the x minus 4 factor that is common to numerator or denominator. And so your final answer will be x plus 8 over x squared plus 4x plus 16. And so you can see how this was a really good problem, even though it was long and tedious, because it reviewed pretty much everything you've been doing for the last few lectures. Factoring the denominators, finding least common multiples, adjusting so that you have the common denominator, multiplying it out using distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction, combining like terms, factoring again, and reducing and writing in simplest terms. So this was a good problem, even though it took us a long time to do it. All right, try these on your own.